Oh my God, you guys. I feel like January was never gonna end.
Jesus Christ.
Welcome to Softer Place. This is my end of the month reflection. I don't know. I'm just playing around with stuff in my new format of editing for this channel, and I figured I'd give this a shot. Like, what can it hurt? You know? I don't even know where to start. First of all, let's start with what this month felt like. Hell on earth, maybe? In all seriousness, though, it was really heavy. Really freaking heavy. The news is not telling the truth about what's going on in our country. We have citizens who have been trained. Have they even been trained?
No.
I don't even know how to speak on ICE at all. Like, they're not the police. Are they just regular people who are given the authority to basically commit acts of terrorism on U.S. soil, and now they're killing people? This month has been hell. But even still, knowing all of that, I did make promises to myself that I intend on keeping. So I do try to find the joy in my daily life, because if I just sit and dwell on that, then I will go completely insane. And we don't really have time for that, do we? No, we don't. So yeah, that's what this month felt like. It felt incredibly heavy, almost going insane, and laughing to keep from crying, and smiling in spite of all of it. Yeah, way to start a video. Number 2, something that surprised me this month was that I stuck to my journaling habit. I really wanted to make a point to not miss any days, and I'm really excited with how my journal is turning out. If you want me to do like a journal tour for the month and how I'm using my journals and my planners and things like that,
Send me a little comment.
but yeah, I'm really surprised at myself for being able to do that. I'm also surprised with the amount of fun I was able to have at work. I really made a commitment for,
I don't like using resolution. I don't want to say my New Year's resolution.
no, I made a commitment this year to really enjoy being at work. And there were some trying times. Do not get me wrong. Because, oh my God, one of my coworkers was like really rude. It was interesting to see how, because I was being so joyful, like, I knew that it wasn't a me problem. You know what I mean? Like, I knew it was a her problem. And the funniest part was when it finally came to a head and we had like confrontation with each other or whatever. She said I had a bad attitude or something. And I go, me? I am a joy and a wonder. And she said, no, you're not. What? And at that point, I just had to like laugh, because clearly you have been mistaken, Miss Girl. I was doing everything in my power to have a good time, and I was working with one of my friends, so I really was having fun. Like, seriously, I was doing improv. At one point, I was singing show tunes with one of the first class passengers. Like, we were having a blast. And, you know, I did not let her steal my joy. That is probably my word of the month. That's how I'm gonna sum up January. Joyous January, in spite of the bullshit. Yeah, also, another thing that made me happy in January, Nene is coming back to Bravo. Oh my God, when I saw her make that announcement, I literally commented, I was like, Nene, I prayed for this. I prayed for this, Nene.
Bob, and I can't. What's wrong with the bob? Something.
What's wrong with the bob?
Your bob don't look like hers. They're just tight.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy Nene's back on my TV.
She had it completely folded under.
Yeah, so those are the things that surprised me. It surprised me in January. Something I can be honest about in January, me and my boyfriend were really at odds this month, and we're not even that type of couple. Like, we don't really argue like that. We hit 1 year in December, and I think things just got a little sticky because we are long distance. I noticed that I was let's be honest, this is the honest middle, right? I was taking a lot of my frustrations out on him. Not to say that he did not deserve some of them, because he definitely did deserve some of them, but all of them, absolutely not. This morning, actually, I think we came to a good resolution. We were able to communicate because we're long distance. He lives all the way in South Africa. I too live in South Africa. Technically, I live nowhere because I'm a nomad, but that's what I'm considering my home, even though I'm not able to go there very often because I still work as a flight attendant in the United States. Because of all of those factors, I have to work like extra hard in order to, get back to him because of my seniority level at my airline, because I just started with this airline. All of the stress of switching over to this nomadic lifestyle, not being able to have like a hard reset at home, and just stacking up my trips, always being on the go, it started to get to me. And I wasn't very nice to him. And I can be honest about that. That's something that I'm working on. We decided that when we do talk, we're not going to immediately start talking about the things that are stressing us out. Maybe we should strive really hard to have 3 good things to tell each other every day. He even said what if there aren't 3 good things? And I was like, that should be motivation for us to make 3 good things happen for us every day. It's like gratitude. I think that the more that we try to make good things happen, or not even make good things happen, notice the good things that are happening, more good things will happen. And they don't even have to be big. I made this person smile today. My food was so good. Bus came on time. It doesn't have to be major. I'm hoping that in February we'll see an improvement on our relationship and how we relate to one another with those changes. Because I'm tired of talking about bad things. There's bad things happening all over all the time, but I don't want to dwell on them. I'm not going to ignore them. I'm still going to speak out about them. I'm still going to find reasons to be joyful in the midst of the chaos. I have to, because I am alive. I think for number 4, I'll do just a small win, a victory, something we can celebrate for the month. I today hit my 1-year anniversary at my new airline. I don't like to disclose what airline that is. People are weird, but I will say it's the best airline in the United States, and we are now competing globally. So do with that what you will. I'm going to celebrate with my classmates next month. I'm really excited about that. So that is a huge win, not a small win. That's huge. I get a raise as of today, making more money. And last but not least, definitely not least, something I want to carry into February, or setting a February intention, something that we can come back and look on. I have no idea. I'm working a lot in February, a lot. maybe a day trip somewhere. I want to take a day trip. Let's say that for February, I want to pick a city, fly in the morning, do something fun, and then fly back in the evening. Because I don't have a lot of space for rest days in February, I'm going to have to find fun in 24 hours. Let's make that our February goal. Have some fun. This beat is sick.
I wanna take a ride on your disco stick.
Yes. So that's where I'm at with it. If you're watching this at the end of your month or the beginning of your month, be gentle with yourself always. It's a war outside. No matter what country you live in, I'm sure of it. So please, 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 please find space to have some joy, to love on yourself, to love on your community. Find community if you don't have community. Please gather, share resources, be there for one another, because when all of this starts to go to hell, we're gonna need each other. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. That's all I got. Stay real, stay true. Love you for you, boo. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.